All part of the B2 Fighting Series and the B2 Companies.
B2 Fighting Series fans, we are back for our next set of amateur fights. Please welcome, out of the B2 Digital Blue Corner, Juan Ibarra.
All right, Andy, we keep it pushing with the action. Making his way now to the B2 Digital Blue Corner, Juan ADHD Ibarra. Juan is coming out 0 wins, 1 loss, looking for his first victory. He's representing 712 Training Center. Wrestled in high school and trained Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in high school as well. And Andy, Juan told us that he mostly is training no-gi at the moment. He's adept with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's been training hard to come out here and get his first victory.
Yeah, man, look, he took this fight on a week notice, so kudos to him, first of all. Second of all, he says that, his jiu-jitsu is his strong suit, but he wants to keep this particular fight standing. He feels like he has a better chance of knocking this guy out. He's a big guy. He's real tall, man, so he's going to be able to sit on the outside and hopefully use his takedown defense is what he's wanting to do. But he said, you know what, man, if it goes to the ground, I work jiu-jitsu. I've done it for years. And so we'll see, man. That was a good interview. Great guy. And he's fighting a hometown guy. So we'll see what happens.
Here's Landskrin to bring out Juan's opponent now.
And please, welcome his opponent, out of the One More Gym Red Corner, Trevor Tomoson.
Making his way to the One More Gym Red Corner, Trevor Tomoson, representing One Combat Academy. And as you mentioned, Andy, he is representing his hometown tonight from right here in Sioux City, Iowa.
Yeah, both of these guys. I mean, you got one guy from South Sioux City, Iowa, the other one from Sioux City, Iowa. They're both hometown guys, but look, man, Trevor was like, he's been training for 7 or 8 years. A long time. He's a blue belt under Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, look how tall. Both of these guys are rangy. Both of these guys have huge reach. There's not a reach advantage, really. You got a 2-inch reach advantage.
76.5 versus 74.5. These guys are tall and long, Andy.
That's right there, man. Exactly. They're tall and long. I don't think a reach is going to play a factor in this at all. I think what's going to play a factor is cardio, number one. I really think cardio. You got to think this guy took the fight on a week notice. Both of these guys took the fight on pretty short notice, so that's going to play a major factor in this fight tonight, I believe.
We're going to see. Here's Cage announcer Landskrin for the official introduction.
B2 Fighting Series fans, this amateur heavyweight battle is set for 3 rounds at 3 minutes apiece. First, fighting out of the blue corner. His record stands at 0 wins and 1 loss. His height, 6 feet, 4 inches. His weight, 251 pounds. He trains with 712 Training Center and comes to you from South Sioux City, Nebraska. This is Juan ADHD Ibarra. And his opponent, out of the One More Gym Red Corner, tonight in the B2 Fighting Series cage, making his amateur debut. His height, 6 feet, 2 inches. His weight, 250 pounds. He trains with One Combat Academy and comes to you from right here in Sioux City, Iowa. His name is Trevor Tomoson.
Big crowd contention here for both of these fighters. This referee likes to talk to both of his fighters before the bout.
Just letting them know, hey man, I'm the chief in this cage. You listen to me and listen to my instructions. Nice jab. Oh,
big right hand for Trevor Tomoson.
He said he wanted to keep it on the feet, but after that big right hand, he might want to get it to the ground.
Juan Ibarra jumping on this guillotine. Trevor Tomoson secures the takedown and passes to side mount.
Good job. Oh, he's looking for the Von Flue choke. He's got that Von Flue choke right there. If he can put the knee on belly right here and really get that shoulder down into the carotid artery, of Juan, he could be in trouble, but I think he's going to be out of the bomb flu. And no, he's still trying for it.
Ibarra reclaimed half guard there underneath, so not quite in danger of the bomb flu
he's not.
at the moment. But Ibarra really probably needs to let go of the head here as Trevor Tomoson helps him along the way.
And he's doing the right thing. Well, he was. He was trying for that single leg. He's going to pound him out right here. He's called up against the cage.
Bad spot here for Juan Ibarra. Trevor Tomoson just going to town with this ground and pound.
You got to scramble, man. You can't just sit here. He has to scramble, trying to posture down, trying to shrink back in and retain half guard, which he did. Now he's retaining guard. Good job by Juan. He's almost retaining guard.
Almost. Almost there. And as we say that, Trevor Tomoson starting to step over to get back in half guard himself. I'm impressed with Trevor Tomoson early in this first round, Andy.
Me too, man. I mean, he's doing everything right.
Good technique for the young man.
Very good technique. He comes from a good gym. And guys at home, he's not worried. Look, the arm around the neck of Tom, man, there's nothing going on here. Juan doesn't have him in any danger at all. But Tom's doing a really good job, man. He's sitting there in half guard. Tomoson, he's sitting there in half guard, and he's good here. Was that a Kimura or a key lock? I can't tell.
Yeah, it looks like Ibarra's out of it right now. But, man, Trevor Tomoson all over the place. Lots of submission attempts for Trevor Tomoson in this first round.
Tomoson, he's just on him, man. He's not giving him any room to breathe at all. He's doing everything correct. He's not rushing anything. He's content here. Juan just retained guard, but the thing is, I mean, I would put my feet on his hips, trying to kick out. He's got to try to get out. Looks like he was trying to look for an arm bar right there, kicking off the cage.
Triangle attempt here for Juan Ibarra. Trevor Thomason's passing the leg, doing all the right things, and he's inside control again. And Trevor Tomoson looks like he's going to try to isolate the left arm.
I mean, Trevor right here could go knee on belly right in the mount. But he was staying there. You can't just stay there.
And I would say if you're Juan Ibarra and you're looking for a silver lining in that first round, he came out in the first 10 seconds and took a massive right hand. And, I mean, he was behind the 8 ball for pretty much that entire first round and was able to succeed to see a second round. Big leg kick there for Trevor Tomoson. Good jab for Juan Ibarra.
Yeah, I mean, Juan's got a good jab.
Yeah, and there's the right hand over top again for Trevor Tomoson.
But here's the problem is, man, he's staying right in the zone on that jab. His head's not going anywhere. That was a lazy takedown attempt by Juan. Tomoson took advantage of it. Got him on side control right here. Juan tried to roll out. Tomoson's like, no, I've been there before, man. You're not going to roll out on me like that.
You can tell that Trevor Tomoson has been around the game for a long time, and which makes sense. He told us he's been training for 7 or 8 years, but I mean, he's a legitimate MMA fighter.
Yeah, I mean, and he's a legitimate blue belt, and if he's been training 7, 8 years, he's probably a little bit better than that blue belt.
What? And you know, sometimes guys will tell us in these interviews, "I've been training for 10 years," and you can know, like, no, not really. You're probably making that up. But Trevor Tomoson, he's legitimate. Like, he's doing all of the right things in this fight. He's making almost no mistakes.
Yeah, he's not. I haven't seen any mistakes. You know, I always try to throw out maybe a corrective criticism here and there for the audience at home, but I haven't seen anything.
No, not from Trevor Tomoson whatsoever.
Great game plan. And really, Juan's not doing terrible. Like, he's just being controlled, man.
Yes.
He's trying to shrimp in. He's trying to retain half guard. But Tomoson is just too dominant. There he goes. Now he's in a bad situation.
And now he's going to this fight's going to be over. He's going to tap. Thought about tapping, and there it is.
Right there. Beautiful, beautiful display of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu by Tomoson. Good job. And you know what? He didn't rush nothing. Everything was methodical.
Yes.
Everything was slow.
In complete control of this fight was Trevor Tomoson from opening bell until the final moments. What a hell of a performance from Trevor Tomoson.
Look at that, man. He trapped the left arm. That key lock was right there. And really, he had options there, Hacker.
Yes.
He had the key lock, which, you know, he's a blue belt. He's a jiu-jitsu guy. He wants the submission. But he could have easily, with that left arm being trapped, postured up and rained down and finished with punches, too.
Hell of a performance for Trevor Tomoson, his amateur debut. Again, man, That guy does not look like an amateur debut.
And look, guys at home, all these fighters watching, he's not just good on the ground. We saw it. He's got dynamite in his hands. I mean, he rocked him right off the rip in the first round. So look, the guy's a complete package.
Yes.
And everybody from his gym so far has really played out, and they look great, man.
Absolutely, and we're going to be right here in Sioux City, Iowa in February of 2022, so any heavyweights checking this out, you want to take your shot at the big dog Trevor Tomoson, you know where to do it, right here in the B2 Fighting Series. And we are going to go to the other big dog, Lance Green.
B2 Fighting Series fans, your referee, Marco Medina, has brought a stop to this fight. 1 minute and 34 seconds into the second round. Your winner, by way of armbar, out of the red corner, Trevor Tomoson!
All right, not quite sure about calling that submission and armbar, but what do I know? But I do know, as I mentioned earlier, that B2 Fighting Series has the absolute best website in the game as far as MMA organizations go, guys. It's not a joke. I'm serious. Go check that out. You are going to be blown away by it. It's immersive, dynamic. You can interact with your favorite fighters on there. You can check out our rankings. Your guy's going to scroll up. You click his name, his face is going to show up. You're going to see his beautiful pearly whites, his or hers. And again, guys, that's only at b2fs.com. Again, the best